get a little off. If there's certain things you got to cut out, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
all right,
I don't know.
I never know what I'm saying either. We'll have fun.
All right.
Hey, what's shaking? This is Sonny in the 419. I'm here with Peyton Diamond. How you doing, Peyton?
Good,
man?
Sonny.
Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
again.
Thank you.
You know what? I've been seeing some good stuff you've been doing on your pages. I know you've mostly been using YouTube, correct? And some Facebook.
Mainly TikTok and a little bit of YouTube.
Okay, TikTok and a little bit of YouTube. Okay,
yeah.
that's where I saw it on YouTube. And how would you describe your what you're trying to do, your channel, or how would you describe that in a few seconds?
Yeah. Since I was young, I've always enjoyed the idea of content creation, creating things for other people to see.
Right.
Just kind of get a little insight of my life, even though it may be somewhat exciting to some people. I remember in 5th grade, I uploaded a video of me eating hot Cheetos with hot sauce. And to this day, actually, I still show people because it's funny. And I like the idea of uploading content because I truly believe that it is timeless. And not only can it be funny, it can also be educational and informational. Not even to other people, but to myself. I always find myself referencing my old videos to help myself because I don't know, it's fun.
You know what, to me, you said what it could bring to other people. It's kind of inspirational to me to watch some of your stuff because you're so young. And I think, I really believe God places us in places where we need to be.
Absolutely. And
we meet people we need to meet. And sometimes we meet people that we don't talk to anymore, and there's a reason for that.
Absolutely.
And there's some people that you just will have connections with forever.
Absolutely.
And it reminds me of when I first met you here at Wash Park.
5 years ago.
Yeah, well, you were younger, a lot younger. And we were right up there. We were just making a little video or with Shid, and we saw some kids walk by. We were like, hey, let's get some kids in the picture.
You guys were talking about the youth already.
Yes, talking about youth. And here you were, and I did not know who you were, and then years later, we're talking about going to the Air Force, with your buddies. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm running this guy again, and then I get a call from the Air Force recruiter, like last year, early this year, like, hey, I want you to talk to this guy, and I'm thinking, okay, who is it? He tells me, Peyton. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, here we are talking to Peyton again. So I think there's a cycle here, that
continuity.
That's something that happened. I think God has placed us in the same path, and here we're doing something very similar. We're just being real on camera and talking about our faith without having to worry about what people think.
Without a filter, absolutely
right. And because there's so many things out there in the social media about in the world about people are afraid to talk about certain things.
Absolutely.
And God is one of them.
Yeah,
and I like how you're talking about God, and I love talking about God and his the past we come into, and so I love that about you.
Thank you. Absolutely, that's something that I don't want to say I take pride in, but I do like to share with other people. I think that my speaking ability is something that can help people. Truly, not to raise the roof to myself, but I truly believe that not only just day-to-day in-person conversation with people, talking on the internet is one of the easiest ways to do it for myself. I feel a lot of pressure, and knowing that I have family and friends that can watch my videos wherever, whenever, it's very nice on me. I feel a lot less stress trying to reach out to people because it's simple for them to see me right there.
Right. Now, how do you feel like if you're, I'm sure we all have haters. You know, we've all had haters through our whole lives. Somebody, I don't know, whatever the reason is. How do you handle that if you get someone like a smart aleck comment or something that somebody says? How do you handle that?
You don't. And I truly believe that with those sort of people, you have to let God handle those people. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Because
there's something wrong with them.
Yes, and I learned this over time, and I hit one of these points in my TikTok, is truthfully, instead of trying to prove others wrong, I think that the best thing you can do is try to prove yourself right. Instead of trying to show people how great you are, I would say show yourself how great you are and what you're worth, because at the end of the day, I also seen this quote, sorry, but I seen this quote that said, if you're living for others' acceptance, you will die to their rejection. And I truly believe that.
Yes.
That's a great quote to put on.
Right. We have those those people that say those things, I think what it is really is that we're making a difference.
Yes.
And they don't want to make a difference.
Yes.
They want to bring people down to their level of thinking or wherever they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a lot of it right there, is that we're making a difference, and we're doing something good.
Yeah, and also a good thing about social media, no matter what, if you leave a view or a comment, regardless if it's a good one or a bad one, it's still going to help the algorithm, and it's still going to get your name out there. So what's the point?
That's true. That's true. So going into the Air Force now,
yes.
How's your mindset? You gotta have a good mindset, right?
Somewhat. I would say I've always kind of been well grounded mentally. I think the best thing this has done for me now is it's gave me even more of an impact on people. To speak as not only a Christian and as a military member now, they kind of go hand in hand, and just trying to show people how perseverance through your faith can be done anywhere, regardless of your career field or what you do or what your age is.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So you get a lot of, I'm sure you got a lot of buddies that come along, and you meet people along the way that have a lot of in common with you, with your your humor and your adventurous,
yes,
and plus your beliefs.
Yes.
Have you seen a lot of that you've met through?
In a sense, yes. My philosophy has always been to be a bigger brother to someone that I never had. I'm an only child, so when it comes to my humor, sometimes my friends can say I act very childish, but it comes from a good place. I truly believe that even if I can appeal to a younger group of kids or the older people, I'm doing something.
Exactly.
Which is, I always like showing these off, but I have these I have these childish tattoos.
Wow.
So yeah, there's just things like that. Cool. Like some people say it's childish, but it's just me. That's just who I am.
So how do people find your page?
Well,
I know it's under your name, but don't you have a certain name on the YouTube channel? Or something
it's just my first and last name.
Your first and last name, no hyphens or nothing.
No, and really it just comes from word of mouth.
Okay.
I always tell people, like, sharing, liking, commenting, whatever, it's free. That's the thing. You don't owe me anything, and I don't necessarily owe you anything, but a thank you. So
yeah. Well, you're being very creative. I just want to let people know about Peyton and how we've come across our paths have crossed many times now, and hopefully you keep in contact.
It's not over.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, sir. You
keep
too.
Keep pressing. Check out his page, and I'm sure you'll see us again.
It's Peyton Diamond on YouTube and diamond.fit on TikTok.
All right. We'll see you.
Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam.